Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Email me at tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing a 2021 model, the latest edition in the Grand Seiko Seasons series that has been running since 2019. This is the Grand Seiko Elegance High-Beat GMT SBGJ249, the Shosho. It represents high summer. That is the season evoked by the rusticated waves of this metallic blue dial. So the timepiece, part of the Elegance collection, features a case evocative of the original 1960 Grand Seiko. So we're looking backwards with nostalgia, but we're also looking forwards. It's a modern-sized men's dress complication, 39.5 millimeters in steel, 14.4 millimeters thick, 47.1 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip, and if you measure the end links, it is 50.4 millimeters across the wrist with a 19 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We will put it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, and get a look at how it wears. It's a lovely thing, handsome, elegant, a perfect alternative to Rolex without any qualitative compromises, really. These days, it's tough to get a Rolex GMT. Why pay 2 times retail? Why wait? Get this instead. The timepiece would easily fit underneath a dress cuff. It's not super thin, but it does feature a nicely sloped case flank and cambered crystal, and I can recommend it for a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference. It wears quite well. The bracelet is a handsome design with staggered link alignment and staggered finish. You can see polished intermediates, primary satin finish. There's a little bit of a rolled bevel to the edge of the shoulder links, and then they're polished outboard with removable links fixed by screws, and you can see there are half links built in there for more precise sizing. We have a single fold deployment with twin trigger release to remain secure on the wrist, and the famed Grand Seiko Zaratsu finish. If you want a handmade watch for under $10,000, here's a great way to have it. The case is actually mirror polished to an optically smooth shine. You can see my new camera case right there in yellow, and that is done using a spinning tin plate on a European-made Zalitz machine, but the foremost practitioners of this art are actually the folks at Grand Seiko. So, you have a hand-finished case with a lovely vintage look to it. The watch has a lovely dial that's even better. You can see a combination of striations, dips, swells, the look of the open water glistening in the sun during high summer. This is the Shosho dial from the Seasons series, and there's lots to love beyond the dial base, which is a subtle color. We also have these lovely hand-finished diamond polished individual indices, logo, frame for the date, and hands. All of this dial furniture is immaculately polished and faceted to a razor-sharp shine by artisans who use micrometric milling tools that have those diamond tips. So the dial is handcrafted, the case is handcrafted. There's a lot to love here. It is a high-beat automatic, and it features a hacking seconds function, so you can set the watch precisely to a reference time, and of course it's a GMT, so you can set that local hour hand independently of the 24-hour hand. You have both. You have 2 different time zones. You can actually jump the date forward or backwards depending on whether you're traveling east or west. You have the 24-hour fired blue steel second time zone, and then you have that local Dauphine style hand that moves in 12-hour circuits. This is caliber 9S86 automatic winding with a 55-hour power reserve. Turn it all over, 37 joules, adjusted in 6 positions. Remember, with the Swiss, a chronometer is adjusted in 5 positions. Generally, they won't adjust crown up or crown down, because that's one of the most challenging positions for the watch to keep time. With 6 standard positions tested, there's no place for inaccuracy to hide in the testing of this movement, which beats away at an El Primero like 36,000 vibrations per hour for greater potential accuracy. And Grand Seiko guarantees no worse than +5, -3 seconds per day. Remember, the Swiss COSC, based on the ISO 3159, is going to be +6, -4 per day, so this is better. And against the ear, it has a lovely double-step cadence, as well as a smoother sweep to the seconds hand because of that high beat escapement. You can see the movement. It's water resistant, not extremely water resistant, but 30 meters, which is standard for a dress watch. Handmade inside and out with a movement made and adjusted, and when the time comes, serviced by a Grand Seiko watchmaker. Reach out to tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.